Kyler Murray and the game that he had. How was he able to kind of do what he did against you today?
Well, we talked about it. We extended some drives on ourselves because of penalties, and then he just made some good plays, especially because he can run around back there, extend plays, and they capitalize on the plays that they made.
We'll go Martin and then Rob Maddie.
ABG. I mean, you guys obviously fell, into that 16-0 hole. What does it say about you guys, to keep coming back? I mean, have a chance to win at the end. I mean, both defensively and offensively.
I felt like we had a lot of opportunities in that game to go ahead, and we just didn't do it. We waited to the end. It was just too late, the last play, obviously. But I know that, it was tough. It was going to be a battle the whole game. I mean, we knew that coming in. We knew what they like to do. They was just making plays, third down, penalties sometimes crept in there, and then sometimes they just made good plays, good 50-50 ball, with 10, especially the one that he scored on. I felt like it was good coverage, but, they just was making their plays when it came to them, and, we just ended up losing.
Rob and John McMullen.
Hey, BG, you guys were in position to, if you won, you would have had control of your playoff hopes. Were you aware that going into the game that Washington had lost to Seattle, and this is a spot that you've been in the past and you've been successful? You still have a chance, but you're going to need help now the final 2 weeks. How disappointing is that?
I mean, it's not that disappointing because, like you said, we got a little light at the end of the tunnel. We just hoping that, somebody mess it up next week and we go out and we do what we supposed to do and let it come down to that last game. And hopefully, we the ones that had that shirt on in the end. But like you said, only disappointing part is we had opportunity today to go ahead and we didn't take it, we didn't capitalize on it. But it's a lot that we can learn from that, and I'm glad we got a little light at this end of the tunnel because it's definitely motivation for when we come back on Wednesday.
John and Mike Sealski.
Hey, BG, it was one of those games you guys gave up over 500 yards, but you also made a lot of plays. You had those 2 red zone turnovers, and the young guys, Mike Jaquette, Marcus Epps. How proud are those guys coming in difficult circumstance? You mentioned Hopkins. Jaquette had great coverage on that play. Those guys kind of battled all afternoon.
Man, you just keep on learning about your team and the depth of your team. It's a lot of promise with these guys. These guys was ready for their opportunity. Obviously, people gonna make plays. They get paid too. But like you said, they was in position to make them plays, and I really feel like they continue to keep on stacking on them days. And man, we got a lot of good things to come. But I think that we ain't done yet, man. We got 2 more. Let's see what happens. We went out. Hopefully some things happen the way we want to, get that shirt, and man, we 0-0 again, but we got to go get it done. We can't keep spotting people points in the beginning, because that's what hurt us today. We spotted 16 before you knew it. It was 16-0, and we was already down. We felt good coming in. Everybody had the energy, but like you said, we just can't spot anybody points.
Mike and Al Thompson.
Yeah, Brandon, a couple of their touchdowns were, incredible catches by Fitz and DeAndre. Coming into a game like this, do you almost plan for or expect plays like that? Do you just say, okay, they're going to get theirs at some point and we have to limit it? How do you kind of mentally prepare or even schematically prepare for what those guys can do?
I mean, we see it happen with other guys and other teams, but we go into the game saying that we're going to play our game. And if it happens, next play, flush it. It's okay. They're going to make their plays, but I'm telling you, we're going to make more. And so that's just our attitude going out there. You can't play scared. You got to go out there and be aggressive and play your technique and show your athleticism and how you got here and why you out there. And so I think, people was in position, but like you say, man, it's guys that get paid a lot of money to do what they do, and they came down with it today. It sucked because, those guys battled their butt off, but at the same time, I really do believe that we put ourselves in a good position to win. We just didn't come through and do it.
Go ahead, Al, and then Chris Murray.
Brandon, I've heard you talk all year about pre-snap penalties. You know, when you commit a penalty in the heat of battle, it's one thing, but you've talked about it in the past, pre-snap penalties, and how frustrating that is. Can you talk about why they keep happening and how frustrating that is when you're about to get off the field and then a pre-snap penalty takes that away?
It sucks. It sucks, man. I mean, you can't really control that part of it. I mean, I know for me, I got to lock in a little more. I was a little too ready to get off and go make a play. And you know, you gotta key the ball. At my position, I gotta key the ball. When that ball snap, I gotta go. But you know, I can't listen to the voice. Sometimes you fall for some of the hard counts. I mean, it happens in the game, especially if they want you to attack the way we attack. It's just you got to stay ready. You got to stay. I mean, it just happens. But I mean, I do feel like that's part of the game, and we just try to eliminate it as much as we can. And you know, it sucks that some of it came up big for us today.
We have time for two more, so we'll go Chris and then Bo. Or Bo, if you're ready, go ahead.
Brandon, if you guys don't get the help that you're hoping to get over the past the next two games and you don't make the playoffs, what do you think you'll look back on as the big what if? What is the regret that you'll have about this season?
I don't know. Ask me that in two games. I have something for you, man. But right now, I'm focused on trying to win this thing. We still got opportunity. I ain't trying to even think about what ifs. You know what I'm saying? We gonna finish out on a great note, put ourselves in a position, and hopefully things go our way.
Hey, Jalen, I know you guys were shorthanded in the secondary today, gave up over 500 yards, but it didn't feel like that bad of a game. How did you see the guys in the secondary battling today?
Yeah, one thing I can say is I tip my hats off to those guys. Of course, you know, Mike, you know, young rookie, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he played really, really well. He competed. He wasn't scared, and that's what you want to see. Also, Kevon as well, and even Rode, you know, taking on that role, knowing that he is our slot guy and even playing, you know, some outside corner as well. So, I mean, at the end of the day, got to just, you know, watch the film, you know, make the corrections, and we got a heavyweight fight coming up, you know, this next weekend.
Mike K and then Les.
Jalen, what went into the decision to keep you at safety? Was there any conversation about moving you to corner, and why do you think that was the right move?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always available to play corner, you know, regardless of any situation. If somebody goes down, actually when Kevon did go down, I did end up moving to corner. Then he came back and I went back to safety. When you got an offense like this, you know, and they got, you know, tight ends who, you know, play like wide receivers, and you got running backs who catch the ball out the backfield, and even that quarterback who can make plays with his legs. I just think as far as the scheme goes, I think they felt it was best fit for me to play safety this game.
Les and then Chris Murray.
Sorry there, Jalen. Hi, Jalen. You had the one play on the short throw to the tight end where he was at the sideline and you couldn't get him. What exactly happened there?
I just missed a tackle. You know, I gotta wrap up. That's it. You know, I'm a better player than that, and I mean, everybody has bad plays. You know, I think at the end of the day, I was always told, you know, by veteran guys, you know, don't let one bad play determine the outcome of the game. It was early in the game, and you know, I made a lot more better tackles throughout the game.
Thank you.
Chris and then Mike Sealski.
Yeah, Jalen, these last 2 weeks, do you guys feel like you're playing with a lot of energy, a lot more enthusiasm, especially with Jalen Hurts at quarterback? Can a young quarterback affect the team on the other side of the ball, would you say?
I would say we've been playing with energy and effort and things like that. One thing I can say about Hurts is you know, he's dialed in for sure. I don't feel as far as, you know, defense goes, because that's the only thing I can really speak upon is our energy has shifted up more because Hurts has been in. We've been playing with effort. We've been playing with energy throughout this whole year.
Mike and then Pat Gallen.
Yeah, Jalen, DeAndre Hopkins made some plays today that most wide receivers aren't going to make. How do you try to defend it? What do you do? I mean, what sort of tactics and things do you try to do to hold a guy like that down? What did you try today?
Yeah, I mean, you already know that coming to this game, you know, Kyle is he's gonna force feed him. You know, regardless if we had injuries at our cornerback position or not. You know, he's top 3 receiver in this league right now, and you know, going into this game, you know, he's gonna make some catches, some crazy catches, and he's gonna make some plays. At the end of the day, you get up, you know, you get one clap for the bad guys, and it's the next snap.
We'll take one more here, so go ahead, Pat.
Jalen, how much are you getting a chance to watch what Jalen Hurts is doing offensively, and how impressed are you by what he's doing in just his second game?
Yeah, definitely watching him when I can after we're making our adjustments and things like that on the sideline. Definitely standing up and you know, just watching him, and not only him but also the offense as well. He's making a lot of great plays, not only with his arm, but you guys see him with his leg on the touchdown. We had a couple third downs. He's scrambling, you know, just moving the chains. And when you see something like that, especially from a young guy, that just shows you that he has confidence in both, you know, his arm and his legs.
Hey, Greg, can you take us through the touchdown catch? I guess the one that was reviewed, and what was your conversation like with Cliff Kingsbury over there?
Jalen just made a great throw. You know, I ran a corner route, was able to get my feet down, and he was just messing with me, saying that my feet was out, and that was it.
What kind of like chemistry have you guys developed like in such a short time, and how are you guys able to do that?
I would just say the trust, the repetition in practice, the conversations. He did a great job tonight of finding me, and he threw a great ball, and made my job very easy.
Rob and then Zach Berman.
Greg, on the series before the last one, when you guys got down to the 11-yard line and then took 2 sacks, and then after that, the 2 throws that were into the end zone to Dallas, what did you see there? What was your role on those plays, and what did you see?
I was in on the 2 sacks. The 2 that he threw to Dallas, I wasn't in. We just tried to make a play. We tried to, you know, tie the game up, and we just came up short. You know, we just had to do a better job of executing.
Back and then Bo.
Hey, Greg, from your perspective, why has the offense been better these last 2 weeks?
I would say it starts in practice. We all talk to each other about what we need to do, and that's being more urgent, and definitely more consistent. And we harp that in practice. We started off slow today, and that's just something we have to go back to practice and fix.
Go Bo and then Chris Murray.
Greg, Quez had a couple big plays today. What have you seen from him in practice over the past few weeks? And, you know, you've been in the situation before of being a young guy getting your chance. What kind of juice does that give you when you're playing on game day?
Just like I said, the reps in practice. He does the same thing in practice. He's a very explosive guy, young, great talent, and he showed it tonight. And we just all encourage him every single day to just keep working hard. And that's what he's been doing, and it showed tonight.
All right, we have time for 2 more, so we'll go Chris and then Dave Zangaro.
Yeah, I was going to kind of follow up on the energy that he brings to this team. It seemed like in these last 2 weeks, you guys have played with a little bit of extra pep in your step or something like that, lack of a better word. What does he bring to the table to get you guys going?
He brings that explosive feel to the game, and that's exactly what we need. We have a lot of explosive receivers, and he's definitely one of them. He made a great move, and, you know, ain't nobody going to catch him down the sideline, and, you know, the rest is history.
Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, Greg, when we talk to Jalen Hurts, he's such a really laid-back guy. Kind of wondering how that translates onto the field. I mean, does he kind of just have a different level of intensity that we don't get to see off of it?
Most definitely. He's a whole different person whenever he's on the field. He's very competitive, and I think that's where it all comes from. he's aggressive. He likes to take shots. He love to play aggressive, and that's what you need, and that's what we ask for, and that's definitely what he's giving us.